What is up, guys? It's a Fluffy Angel here. Welcome back to the channel. And for today's video, I wanted to show you guys places where you can buy manga. This is primarily done so because I got a comment on my last video stating where did I purchase my manga. And I did go over this briefly during my manga collecting tips, but I wanted to make a video solely dedicated to this so I can go more in depth into the topic. First off, we're going to start off at places where you can purchase new manga. The first place I wanted to discuss was Writestuff.com. You may have heard about them primarily through different YouTubers, through different publishers, meaning it's promoted on Viz's website, 7Cs, whatever the case may be. They're a very popular online store where their manga is greatly discounted, meaning that you're never paying full price for any volume of manga there. I primarily purchase a lot of my manga from there, and I've always had great customer satisfaction with them, from their customer service, if there's anything wrong with your order, to the actual packaging and shipping of the product itself. The way that Writestuff packages their orders is really great, to be quite frank. They put these borders through the books themselves, so they'll stack them and put this cardboard border through them, so that way they're not rustling around inside the boxes, and they're also protected by the wrapping paper they wrap them in. So you have the peace of mind knowing that when you buy from Writestuff, you're not only getting a great competitive price, you're getting great customer service, and you're also getting great shipping quality and the shipping itself. Because like I said, you will get your books, close to 10 times out of 10 protected, no damage, no yellowing, nothing wrong with it at all, which I really enjoy. And that's where I primarily buy a lot of my manga from. As you saw earlier on in the summer, they did have a birthday sale, and they have two big annual sales a year that people either save up for or they look forward to. And that is their birthday sale in the summer. So primarily it takes place between July and August, as well as their end of the year sale, which is their holiday sale. And they'll typically have the same prices for either sale, but they tend to do more specials and more big promotions during their birthday sale, because obviously they're celebrating the birthday of their company. So during this past sale, I was able to get a brand new volume of One Punch Man for $5.49, which is almost half retail. So you really can't go wrong with them. If you're looking for any sort of discounted manga as well that is brand new, even if you're not buying it at a sale, you're typically usually buying it for around $6 to $7, which is not bad at all for a typical volume of manga. So if you're looking for somewhere where you can have a little more flexibility with your budget and get a little more out of it, I would definitely recommend going to Writestuff.com. The next place that I want to recommend you guys go to is bullmoose.com. They are a local chain of stores located on the northeastern side of the United States. I don't know what their shipping policies in terms of international shipping. I know Writestuff does shipping to the US and Canada, but they don't do anything worldwide. But Bull Moose is great because they also offer competitive prices for brand new deals of manga. Just because I'm relatively near the area, I either go in person in store or purchase online. And it's not just manga they have at discounted prices as well. It's also anime, board games, if you're into Pokemon, or any other sort of, type of hobby like that. You're guaranteed to get great products at a really great price as well. Though not all of their volumes are as competitive as Writestuff, when you're looking at a day-to-day comparison of manga sales, there are times where buying from Bull Moose is cheaper than Writestuff. And just because it's convenient for me, I do tend to pick up some volumes from there as well, as I want to support the company. But either way, Bull Moose is a fantastic website that if you're in the States, I highly recommend it, especially because their shipping is also fast as well, and they do take great care of their products, similar to Writestuff. So they do wrap up their books, and they do deliver it to you quickly and safely as well. Next up is a site that I haven't personally bought from myself, but I've had other friends of mine buy manga from there, and that is Stocktrades.com. They are a site typical to Writestuff, where they specialize in selling their products for below MSRP and at really competitive prices. In terms of manga, you're typically going to get a typical volume of, a Shonen Viz manga there for around $6.99, obviously with shipping and whatnot. But they do have deals as well through different sales they have on the website. If you're also into graphic novels, this is a great place to go to, because a lot of people that are collecting comic books and into graphic novels, they also offer really great prices on their trade paperbacks or their hardcover omnibuses. So if you're into that as well, I highly recommend checking out In Stock Trades. But they do have a really great selection of manga, and also they tend to have some manga that are out of print. So it's definitely worth checking out if you can't find it through Writestuff or Amazon, or if prices on eBay are a little high. You definitely want to check In Stock Trades first. Next up, for places to buy newer manga, I would definitely check major retailers. By that I mean your Barnes & Nobles, your Walmarts, and your Targets. Barnes & Noble, they typically don't have a lot of sales when it comes to manga. Prior to what's going on in the world right now, they would typically have Manga Mondays, where they would have either upcoming releases of manga or previous releases of manga at really discounted prices. So it would be like 50% off, and you can get an upcoming release for $5-6. They also at various points in the year did a buy two get one free sale at either for all manga or certain publishers such as Viz, Seven Seas, Dark Horse, and you could really take advantage of that, because you would essentially be buying 3 volumes of a standard shonen manga or slice of life, that usually retails $10 for 3 for $20. So when you think about it mathematically, you're looking at around $6 and change for each volume of manga, which is not bad at all. Especially if you stack that with the Barnes & Noble membership card, you save an additional 10%. And also at times they would also give you an email discount with another 10 or 20% off, depending on the time of year. So Barnes & Noble is definitely a place that if it's somewhere that you can get a discount from, whether it's through coupons or a sale they're having or through your Barnes & Noble membership, I would definitely check that out as well. But you're typically looking to spend full retail if you do go there, as they don't have those sales often. But it's definitely still worth to go check out in person and to see if, to hold the book and to go through and see if you like it or not. Next up is Walmart and Target. Out of this list of major retailers, they typically do not carry a large selection of manga. You can definitely buy from their website, which I personally have not done. But judging from my local Walmarts and Targets, they typically have 1 or 2 volumes for the most popular series at the time. I know Walmart, they typically have either the first 2 volumes of a series and then the most recent one, or they'll just have like one single series. So my local Walmart, for instance, has My Hero Academia products, whether it's through figurines, posters, the anime. They heavily advertise it in their anime section, and in their book section they had the first 3 volumes, as well as volume at the time was 22. So it's definitely still worth checking out if you're doing your grocery shopping or just shopping for anything else. It's not bad, just taking a stroll through the book section, as you might be able to find some volumes of manga in there. And they're typically not at full price too. They're usually around $7 or $8. So if you're in the area and you're in a Walmart doing whatever it is you have to do, I definitely recommend checking out just the book section if you're there. But I wouldn't advise you to go right to there if you're looking to buy manga, as that store being your constant stream of manga. Amazon is a place that I also recommend people buy manga from, but I don't at the same time. The way that the products from Amazon ship can really be hit or miss at times. But you can get some absolute steals, such as I recently bought a light novel for around $3 with tax. It came out with 4, but with Prime shipping I got it the next day, and I got it for more than 80% off. So it's one of those things that you really have to be careful with, as the product you receive could be damaged, as they just typically ship books in one of those like paper envelopes and then kind of hope for the best. They don't wrap the book. There's no sort of cardboard to secure it in any way. It's whatever the delivery driver feels like, being that day, whether it's, kicking the package to your door or gently placing it down and putting it in your mailbox. It can really be hit or miss at times, so I advise people to definitely go check out Amazon, but definitely be careful in terms of when you receive the product, as it can be either damaged or something you just can't read, and it's not something to be put on your bookshelf, as there could be a giant crease, it could be a huge smash in the book. So it's just one of the things you have to be wary of when buying from Amazon. The final major retailer I wanted to go over in terms of buying new manga would be eBay. And we're going to see eBay again when I talk about used manga, but you can typically get a lot of really great deals on eBay for brand new manga. So you really have to kind of look around, as I typically advise for anyone looking for used manga to go check eBay, but you do have some online stores there that do typically carry brand new volumes of manga for a really great price. So for instance, there was this deal that I almost debated buying once, and it was the first 4 volumes of Made in Abyss for $24.99. And if you know anything about Made in Abyss or its publisher, the volumes for that series typically retail for around $13 full price. If you go on Writestuff, you're maybe going to get it for like $8 or $9. But if you do the price breakdown, you're basically buying 2 and getting 2 free when you break down that math. So you can definitely keep your eye out for deals like that. That price per volume is really great when you factor in buying, 10, 15, 20 volumes. You can really get it at a really great price. When I first started collecting, even though it wasn't new, I did get a used lot of Naruto manga. I got the first part, so the first 27 volumes, for $60, which was a really great price, and the books came in really great condition even for used manga. So I highly recommend it for anyone looking to still get newer manga. You can definitely get those deals on there. You just have to look for them a little bit more. And using eBay as a segue to the next section, I wanted to discuss places where you can buy used manga. If you can't afford to prioritize your budget all on brand new manga, used manga is definitely a good way to go. But you do have to keep in mind the condition you're buying it from, as the books that you will be buying from, could have some yellowing to it. It could be severely damaged in terms of the volume itself. It can come from a smoker home, so the books could have a smell to it. There's all these factors you need to consider when shopping for used manga, but nonetheless, don't let that stop you from going to buy used manga. My collection itself is made of a plenty of used manga. And through these resources I'm about to tell you, I definitely think that you can get really great deals from them. First off, going back to what I previously said before, eBay, you can find plenty of used manga deals on eBay. It's more so than you could knew, I believe. It's one of those things, though, that when you are shopping for used manga, don't be afraid to message the seller. Ask him for more pictures, or her for more pictures. Ask for details about the books. Ask about the home they've been in. So that way you can definitely feel safe knowing that the quality of the books that you're buying is what's advertised, and it's something that you want for your collection. So it's definitely one of the things to keep in mind of, regardless of when you're either shopping on eBay or any other sort of marketplace like that. Do not be afraid to message the seller and ask for more pictures or more questions regarding the product, as it's really important, as you can't really distinct everything from a picture. You have to really take a look at it and ask more questions and ask more pictures so you can see if it's really something you want to keep in your collection. But eBay is definitely the way to go. Another website that I usually recommend people go to is Craigslist. You have to be really careful with this sometimes. Like I said, obviously you never want to go by yourself, because these deals are typically done face-to-face. So if you are going to go to any sort of Craigslist deal, I would definitely recommend bringing someone, just to kind of be safe about what you're doing, and definitely meet up at a local spot as well, just so that way you guys don't run the risk of getting scammed or getting hurt, whatever the case may be. But Craigslist does offer a lot of great deals depending on your area, as it is limited to what area you choose to put in. So if you wanted to put the central of the states where you're in, it may differ from if you look toward the eastern or the western or the northern or southern parts of your state. So it's definitely one of the things to consider, though, because I've seen a lot of great lots from Craigslist just browsing there. I believe I saw a lot once that was like 400 volumes, but it was listed at $200. So it's a really great deal when you think of price per volumes. But you do have to factor in condition of the volumes, if it's something you want, if the bulk of the collection is something that you want. You don't always want to just blind buy and get 60% of that and then chuck the 40, or if it's in the condition that you don't want it, and just keep it in the basement of your house. That's definitely not something you want. You definitely want to prioritize getting the most out of your budget. So I would definitely keep an eye out at Craigslist for those deals. Similar to Craigslist, you can also check Facebook Marketplace. It's another one of those sites that the deals depend on your area and what your range is for deals you're looking for. So it can really be hit or miss depending on where you live. But if you are able to go outside the range a little bit, you can always definitely set it to a different part of your state, and newer deals can pop up there as well that may be worth your time and money. So I definitely would check that out if you can, because I've gotten some really great deals on there myself, on some especially older series too, which I've been really lucky to get. So you always want to keep an eye out, as there could be that hidden gem that you've always wanted in your series. So I definitely would keep an eye out for it through Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or any one of these secondhand sites. The newer sites that I'm going to recommend to you are definitely sites you can also check out as well, but a lot of their listings are done through like online purchases. I do believe one of them, though, you still can do face-to-face purchases, but the first site I'm going to recommend is Mkriti. And this site is a site similar to eBay, but it's eBay mixed with Craigslist. So you can definitely get those eBay prices and have them ship it to you, but you can also meet up with the person itself. And it's another one of those things where it's hit or miss depending on your area, but I definitely nonetheless would still check it out, as there could be some really great deals in your area on some series they've been wanting to pick up for a very long time. And the final site I'm going to recommend you guys go to and check out is called LetGo. Similar to all these secondhand sites, it's an online marketplace where people post their used manga. And it's not specifically for manga. You can obviously get other stuff there as well. But you can definitely check out your area and see if there's anyone nearby selling something that is willing to meet up or potentially ship it to you if you cannot meet up. Just obviously because of the times as well. You definitely want to be careful. But nonetheless, those are all different sites. Typically, though, if I were to recommend a couple, I would definitely still check eBay, Craigslist, and Facebook Marketplace, though, and then definitely still go and check LetGo and Mkriti. But nonetheless, those are all really great sites for checking used manga, and sometimes you can even get some really good deals on newer manga as well, especially those larger lots. And those were some places I typically recommend people to go check out and buy their manga from. Obviously, each place has their pros and cons, and I would recommend more sites than others, such as Writestuff, Bull Moose, eBay, Amazon, or Facebook Marketplace. Those are usually my typical go-to sites. The other sites that I mentioned here, that doesn't knock them down at all. I just either haven't had much experience with them, or like personally, or I haven't heard of anyone that I've talked to buy manga from them. But I do know they do sell manga there, so I definitely would recommend going to check it out and definitely trying scoring deals if you can. As you know, the goal of this is to obviously try and grow your collection, so you definitely want to keep in mind your budget as well, but also get the most out of it too. As always, please let me know what you guys purchase your manga from down in the comments below. I really look forward to seeing where you guys buy your manga from, as there could be places that I either didn't take into consideration or just places that I don't know of personally, and I would love to go check it out and definitely see if it's a reputable source, and if it's something that I can add to my ever-growing sources of where to buy manga. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate you taking time every day to sit down, watch the video. If you do feel so inclined to do so, please feel free to subscribe down below. Click the like button, share this with your friends, and also click the notification bell as you guys get notified every time I upload. If you're interested at all, you can also follow my Twitch channel. This Saturday, we will be streaming from 7 to 9 o'clock Eastern Time. We'll be streaming Persona 4. So I hopefully look forward to seeing you guys be there. The last stream was awesome. It was really great seeing all you guys and interacting with you guys in the chat. As always, I do hope you enjoy whatever it is you're doing, whether it's reading manga, watching anime, reading comic books, playing those board games, whatever it may be. Stay safe, have fun, and enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Thank you so much.